when you were writing the script? And can you talk a little bit about
Yeah,
developing
absolutely.
Beth?
After Enough said, I really wanted to work with her again, and we wanted to work together again. And so I kept trying to think of an idea for us to do, and then came up with this. And she said, "Yeah, okay." So I was so happy. We had such a good time the first time, and we had a great time the second time too. So it was really fun.
And Julia, can I ask you, what drew you to Beth, to the character? What drew you to the character of Beth?
Oh, God.
The money.
Yeah, it's mainly money. It's a money gig.
Budget.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first and foremost, working with Nicole Holofcener again as a writer and a director is irresistible, of course. And specifically about Beth, when Nicole and I had lunch one day, and she told me about this premise that she had been thinking about, and as soon as she told me the premise, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this movie, because I've said before, but it's a very small thing about a very big thing, and that was what was appealing to me about it. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. And finally, there was just such a natural chemistry among the entire cast. Can you talk a little bit about sort of how much time did you spend together? What kind of rehearsal process did you have? Maybe Tobias, if you want to.
How did the casting go, Tobias?
How did it go?
No.
I just got on a phone call with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I just really, I like Nicole's brain, really. I like how she looks at the world and how she thinks about it. And so yeah, doing this film was a chance to kind of hang out in the corner of her brain for a bit. And it's quite a fun place to hang out. And
Thank you. Not for me.
That's why it's fun for us.
Sometimes.
In terms of chemistry, I mean, yeah, working with someone as brilliant as Julia, it's pretty easy. So yeah, we didn't have to talk about it much, did we?
No, we really just met on this film. We didn't know each other before, but we both understood that we needed to portray a couple who had been together a long time, but happily so, and not in a saccharine way. We really wanted to make it believable, and so we worked on that together, and it was lovely. He's turns out to be a wonderful actor. Who knew?
We took a real chance.
Thank you so much for that. I'd love to turn to the audience for questions. Just raise your hand, wave it if you will, just so I can see you for sure. Oh, yes, please.
Hi, should we stand in the middle?
Yeah. The question was, did we improvise in any of the scenes or the takes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why wouldn't I let them go? I mean, I was just watching it and so many of the lines were spontaneous and got such big laughs. It's like, great, makes me look better. So, it wasn't like we were able to improvise whole scenes. We didn't have any time. But we'd rehearse them and things would come up and funny stuff would come up and we'd keep them. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the way back over there. Yeah.
Hi.
I just wanted to say super quick, love the movie. It was really funny and really fantastic.
Thank you. What did you say? It made you nervous?
No, it reminded her of
the
her
parents.
Oh. No, that's good.
No, it's good.
I wanted to ask, do you think it is possible to walk the line between being supportive while still being truthful?
And let me just repeat that because we are recording it for, the question is, do you think you're able to walk the line between being supportive and being truthful?
Well, I guess that's what I'm exploring, and I'm not sure. I mean, when is it right to tell the truth and when is it right to tell a white lie? How much to encourage and support, even if you don't like the thing, but you love them? I mean, they're just questions that I thought were interesting in my own life. And so I wrote it.
I actually think you should always tell the truth and never don't tell the truth.
So who didn't like the film? I never don't tell the truth. Would it be possible to turn the lights off and see people?
Let's
It's
try.
like, we're not,
They won't be able to see us.
what? They can see us, right?
It's fine.
They're working on it. They're working on it.
I'm used
There
to.
we go. Look,
there
you
we
can see
go.
everybody now.
I'm used to old Sundance,
Let's
and this is very different.
let's go with you in the cap right there. Yep.
Hi.
I thought it was really cool how you portrayed an older, happy couple in this movie. I feel like with the high divorce rate and everything, it's really unusual to see a happy older couple. But
What did she say? I'm not sure.
So, what inspired you to have the dynamics that you had within this long-lived relationship, let's say?
Well, I've never seen one, and I thought it would be fun to imagine it. And that was really fun. And I've known some people who are so close to each other that their kids feel left out. And I thought that was a really interesting thing. You know, I come from two divorces. And so, I don't know. It was fun to put them together and pull them apart and put them back together.
Great. Next question. Wave your hand. Wave your hand. Yes, please.
There's seems to be a turning point in the movie in relation when Beth is so upset about that betrayal in line to her was a very kind of funny scene with the examples of the gifts
Yeah.
that were wrong. And that was like a turning point because she started to understand that sometimes we lie. So it seemed like, Julia, you were laughing, like naturally laughing about the years. And I was wondering if you remember, like, that you thought it was that funny and did you guys, the director, did you decide that you wanted to take that really serious, how hurt she was, and use that light scene like as that turning point, so that would understand maybe why you lied?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like she forgave him. You know, not completely. Not, you know, there's still more to be had, I think. But, yeah, I guess I wanted to show how silly it all is. And that was a good time to do that. I think. And to bookend, you know, the gifts. And I do have a friend whose husband keeps buying her leaf earrings. She knows who she is. What if she got another pair of leaf earrings? That would be funny.
Great. Next question. Over here.
I know it's a practice in some like big budget comedy films to monitor early screenings to see which jokes are landing, which would influence the cut. But I know obviously this film is a film that's, in addition to being very entertaining, also a very serious human and sincere inquiry into our lives. So I was wondering if that's part of your process, or if you think that that's not part of the process, or if it's
Oh, the screening thing?
Yeah, did you do test screenings, I guess, is the...
Test screenings. A20, go ahead.
For Friends,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
But
did.
this was not a big budget picture,
No.
if I recall.
A24 just trusted the film and us and the filmmakers. And we're not planning on actually having any kind of test screening. And then they said, you know what? Let's just see, you know, people that don't know anything about the movie. And that happened. And apparently it went very well. I was not there. But I was glad to know it went well. But no, so it didn't really, and even in the past with other studios that I've made movies with, you get the lists and you get the numbers and all the comments, and And I just basically do what I want. I'm lucky that that's the case, yeah.
Next one right here, please.
I'd love to know just like the starting point for the writing process. Like if it was a specific scene or like a certain concept or like just where that begins and kind of evolve.
Actually, it started, I wanted to have a therapist be asked to give their money back. That was how that character started. I thought that would be really uncomfortable. But I already had the idea, the theme about, you know, the lying and the support and the love and all that. But that scene kind of grabbed me for sure.
Great, thank you. We have a question over here.
There he is. Well, Bobby. That's right. Go ahead. Yeah, how you doing? Michael. That's right. I'm a wobbly. I got movies.
You loved it?
Great to be here. I had 4 people working on me. I had my engine being overhauled. You want to take it, or what do you want to do? I'm familiar with all you guys from New York. You've seen all your work. I was saying is the wrapped up, and you talk about it later. It's like a band. I mean, just everybody's essential. Everybody delivers their note. And being married for 35 years, I know a lot of those notes. It's fantastic. And to say, just a personal, I just remember working so much time we have. Because we've been lucky enough to be together. It'll be so damn funny.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy you came to see it.
Next one. Right there, please.
I'm curious about the writing process. When you're writing a screenplay, do you just write it and then you draft, or do you iterate with people all the way through to get feedback?
Oh no, I don't show it to anybody until I think I might not be ashamed. I mean, it's too fragile. I'm too fragile while I'm writing it because I do want to get to the end. So I will write a first draft, and then as I'm doing it, it's a second and a third, and then when I feel like it's something, then I show it to people. But it takes a while, yeah.
How long?
Different all the time. I mean, once I knew what I was doing with this script, it didn't take that long. But it was in different incarnations prior to this. I rewrote it a lot, and that's been a couple of years.